In the bustling heart of the city, a young man named Alex was about to face the biggest interview of his life. Dressed in his only suit, a mix of hope and nerves bubbled within him. This wasn't just any job. It was a position at Innovatech, the country's leading tech firm. A place where dreams were built. As he rushed towards the towering glass building, a sudden commotion caught his attention. A young woman had tripped, her books and papers scattering across the busy sidewalk. People hurried past, too absorbed in their own worlds to offer help. But Alex couldn't. He saw the distress in her eyes, the frantic way she tried to gather her things as the city's relentless pace threatened to swallow them. He glanced at his watch. He was already cutting it close. His mind raced. This interview was everything. But his conscience, a voice instilled in him by his parents, spoke louder. He took a deep breath, walked over, and knelt beside her. "Are you okay?" he asked gently. The woman looked up, surprised. I think so," she stammered, wincing as she tried to stand. Her ankle was clearly sprained. Without a second thought, Alex helped her to a nearby bench, carefully gathering every last paper and placing it back in her folder. "You should get that ankle checked," he said, concern etched on his face. She thanked him profusely, her gratitude genuine. He gave a small smile, checked his watch again, and his heart sank. He was now 10 minutes late. He sprinted the rest of the way, arriving at Innovatech's reception, breathless and flustered. The receptionist gave him a cold look. "You're late," she stated flatly. "The interview slot is gone." Alex's heart plummeted. He tried to explain, mentioning the accident, but the words felt hollow, like a flimsy excuse. He was turned away. All his preparation, all his hopes, dashed in a single moment of kindness. Dejected, he walked out of the building, the weight of his lost opportunity crushing him. He had done the right thing. He knew, but it had cost him his future. Or so, he thought. The next morning, as Alex scrolled aimlessly through job listings, his phone rang. It was an unknown number. He hesitantly answered. "Is this Alex?" A warm, authoritative voice asked. "Yes," he replied, confused. "This is Mr. Harrison, the CEO of I believe you missed your interview yesterday." Alex's stomach churned. He was about to apologize again when Mr. Harrison continued. "I also heard you were late because you stopped to help a young woman who had fallen. A young woman who happens is my daughter." Alex was speechless. The CEO went on. "She called me last night and couldn't stop talking about the kind young man who sacrificed his time to help her when no one else would. She mentioned you were heading to an interview here." There was a pause on the line that felt like an eternity. "Alex," Mr. Harrison said, his voice filled with a new level of respect. "At Innovatech, we don't just hire people for their skills. We hire them for their character. Your resume tells me you're qualified, but your actions yesterday told me you're the kind of person we want on our team. Integrity, compassion, a willingness to do the right thing, even when it's inconvenient. That's more valuable than any line on a CV." He continued. "The job you interviewed for is no longer available." Alex's brief flicker of hope died. Double quotes. Because I'd like to offer you a better one. A position in my personal team. We need more people like you, Alex. People who remember that humanity comes first." Tears welled up in Alex's eyes. It was a whirlwind of emotion, shock, relief, and overwhelming gratitude. He had made a choice, based on his values, expecting nothing in return, and in the end, it had led him to an opportunity far greater than the one he thought he had lost. His simple act of kindness had not been a detour from his path. It was the very thing that led him to his true destination. This story serves as a powerful reminder that the universe has a funny way of rewarding good deeds. Sometimes, the moments where we choose compassion over personal gain are the very moments that define our success. True character isn't what you do when everyone is watching. It's what you do when you think no one is. So, never be afraid to stop and help someone in need. You never know whose life you might be changing or how it might just change your own. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspirational stories.